First of all, on behalf of the Commission, it gives me pleasure to reach this last stage of what I described as the last mile. I want to thank the candidates who thought it fit in their own wisdom to be that courageous to come out and declare before their families, their communities, and the whole country, and finally before the Commission, sitting before you here, and present qualifying documents to be a candidate to lead this country as a fountain of honor. And those who actually went through that thorough screen, I really thank them to have made this election season worthwhile, that exciting, and finally making us all arrive at this very, very milestone. I want to thank the voters, whom I consider to be the primary judges, who, after listening to all the rhetorics, political rhetorics from the manifestos of the various candidates, finally make a decision that so and so is my choice, unhindered and obstructed, using that very fundamental polling booth, the basin. As I've said a couple of times before, I've always wanted to source for that particular lady who ingeniously designed out of her illiterate mind, if I can call it so, and offered a basin to be placed in the open, to be used as the unique polling booth. We have enjoyed that basin. It has been a source of attack by many observers that it does not describe or provide adequate secrecy of the ballot. But Ugandans have prevailed with it, and no one can make Ugandans change from the homegrown booth of that basin. I want to thank the Electoral Commission staff who have spent sleepless days and nights tracking the 3-year roadmap, which we talked about in our briefings to the observers. That's the journey we started in 2013, and we are in our final stages of that journey. Yes, we still have a few elections to go, but this is the climax. It is the beginning, but the climax. And this is what brings all the heat from all across the world. You observers, you are special to us. We thank you. Your coming adds value to our future preparedness, management of this industry, which does not have formal training institutions, but we learn as we go. None of you may have spotted some black spots here and there, but we are sure that we shall improve, because we know very well, and we remain to be challenged, that there is no country on earth which conducts multi-party election and comes out error-free. So if we make our homegrown conclusion that yes, we've had a free and fair election, but more so, we rest on what you describe as what the process has been. We thank you for traveling those many miles. Utilize your taxpayers' resources. Go through those skies, not knowing whether you'll be able to arrive at the destination, but you make it. You are here with us. We thank you, and we shall honor, we shall utilize your observations, recommendations to improve the future running of our election. We are a very young democracy. Bear with us. So when you hit us hard, we may learn, but we may bleed. So do your best, utilize your referential international standards and make sure, for us, we assure you, we shall remain students. I want to thank of course, when I thank international observers, local observers are included, because you are amongst us. You are part of us, and we do cherish your contributions. I know a good number of you have tried to find time to talk to me and some of my colleagues after your findings. It's been rewarding to hear what you've seen, some of which I may have had knowledge of, some of which are new, and therefore presenting a potential source of improvement as we move ahead. Future electoral commission managers of this industry will have quite a stock of knowledge to bear with. We are serving our last term as a commission, because many of us, in fact the majority of us, have been on this commission for almost 14 years, and that is the limit as far as the Constitution goes. But we are proud to have served this commission. We are proud to have served you. It's a non-thankless service. It's a service which is full of so much criticism, but out of that criticism we learn. So much perception challenges. Yes, even medical doctors have perception challenges. Even judges have perception challenges. So we are not exceptional. But maybe because we touch the nerve of democracy, the nerve of stability of any country. Elections can either tear or build. The output of an election can tear a country or can build a country. As Ugandans, let us be prepared to learn. Let us be prepared to exhibit more tolerance, less abuse, positive contribution in form of criticism is welcome. So I'd like to thank the Ugandan police, who have also been in the trenches with us from day one up to this hour and even beyond. Thank you. We continue to be proud of you. We know you and us are in common trenches. There's so much abuse, but we persist in delivery of our service. We love this country, and you Ugandans love your country. Otherwise, you would not all believe in forgotten my country. I want to thank the various government ministries, government institutions, as well as departments that have worked with us in the National Organizing Committee and other services that have been called for. KCCA, the municipality of Chira, I can't mention all, but we are grateful. We are grateful. I think I don't wish to say much more than, but before I pen off and go into the official reading of the citation, I want to thank the management of this August stadium, who have never turned their back on us. Even if we have not paid a single shilling, they will say, please, you're welcome. The doors have been kept open for us. Thank you, Executive Director, and your colleagues in welcoming us to this August hall, not only during this delivery of the conclusion of the national election, as far as the presidency is concerned, but also during the nominations. Who knows, we may come back for some other demand. Appreciation is extended to the media for constantly keeping the public informed, all service providers and management of the National Tally Center. Media, you are a key stakeholder. Remember, you can also equally tear or build a nation. But if you act responsibly, you will not tear your own country. We love you all. God bless you all. If I've left out any other stakeholder, it is not intentional. Now I want to put on the other hat. I'm now in the mood of declaration. As believers in the Almighty, you know, every session we've held here, we've said a prayer. Chairman this time says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Presidential Elections 2016. Declaration of final results. Declaration of results when there is a winning candidate. This is provided for in the law. Under Article 103, which I've occasionally cited, Clause 7 of the Constitution and Section 57 of the Presidential Elections Act 2005, whereas a presidential election was held on the 18th day of February 2016, at which the candidates were Abedi Bwanika, Amama Mbabazi, Bayamureba Venatius, Benobuta Biraro, Kizabesije Kifefe, Mabirizi Joseph, Maureen Faith Chalia Warube, and Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And whereas polling for the presidential election closed at 4 p.m. as stipulated by law on the 18th day of February 2016, and whereas the Electoral Commission has ascertained the results of the presidential election, now therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Electoral Commission by Article 103, Clause 7 of the Constitution and Section 57 of the Presidential Elections Act, the Commission publishes and declares the results of the presidential election as follows. Abedi Bwanika, coming from People's Development Party, PDP, scored the following valid votes: 86,075, representing a percentage of 0.93%. Amama Mbabazi, independent, scored 132,574, representing 1.43%. Mariamureba Venatius, independent, scored 51,086, representing 0.55%. Benobuta Biraro, Farmers Party of Uganda, 24,675, representing 0.27% of the vote. Kizabesije Kifefe, Forum for Democratic Change, FDC, scored 3,270,290, representing 35.37%. Mabirizi Joseph, independent, scored 23,762, representing 0.26%. Maureen Faith Chalia Warube, independent, the only lady, scored 40,598, representing 0.44%. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, National Resistance Movement, NRM, scored 5,617,503, representing 60.75%. Total number of valid votes cast for candidates, 9,246,563. Total number of invalid votes, 455,175, amounting to 4.69% of the total number of votes cast. Total number of votes cast is 9,701,737, amounting to 63.5% of the total number of registered voters. Now, therefore, candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has obtained the highest number of votes in the election, and the votes cast in her favor being more than 50% of the valid votes cast at the election, the Commission declares Yoweri Kaguta Museveni elected President of the Republic of Uganda at the presidential election held on 18th February 2016. This declaration is dated this 20th day of February 2016, and it's going to be duly signed by all of us as I embark on that signature.